Good evening, all. I did a acquisition today. I got one of my childhood EQKs, but a newer version. Two vent, one drain hole. As you see, it's like about an 84 or an 85 model. Instead of the three vents behind each pane here, it's got a whole row of them. Operates the same way. It only has one toggler instead of three. And has a dark brown trim instead of a light brown trim. That's pretty much the only difference other than the Emerson Kool logo included in the door. The Emerson Kool sticker fell off with age, but as you can see, everything's in good shape. There's a little bit of rust on it. The good thing about this unit is it was always exposed to sunlight, so it never really it always dried out. The rust on it's minimum. It was usually slid out every year for maintenance. Well, since that guy bought the house anyway, it was there in the 90s when he moved in. It was listed on the Craigslist in Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania for $60, and when I got there, I showed interest, and he was just happy it was going to a good home, and he said it's in good hands, take it for 40. Seems like I'm glad there was somebody that was happy to get a vintage piece. I told him it's a shame that most people don't think that way. Most people scrap them or throw them out when they upgrade to the central air, if you want to call it an upgrade. The story behind this is I'm trying to trick the thermostat out so I can get the compressor to run. I dropped the ball on that one. I got off work at 6:30, slept for 2 hours, and drove up there and picked this up around 1 o'clock, pouring hot water on it to try to trip it out or trick the switch. Normally it works, but for some reason I'm having a hard time with that one. Oh, I got it. I think I got it. Let's hear it go. Now it's a rotary compressor, so it's not going to have as awesome of a kick as it usually would, but I'm sure it'll still sound better than any modern piece of shit made now. I don't think I got it. I tried. But yeah, it was like 70 degrees out here earlier. I probably could have got to go. Now we're getting into the 50s. Later models have a slightly different control panel design on them. Still off quiet, normal super, ventilation. Still says Watt Watcher. But it's usually like a wood grain and black instead of the fancy gold and silver bronze speckled that I like. Different style switch. I turned it in auto. Go back over. That's got something in my freaking eye. That didn't feel good. This guy here is going right. I guess you can't really see it too good. But it's going right up in that window there, but on the top. The 55 GE is really nice, but it just doesn't have the cooling power I need. So, yep, that's what's going on with that. Can't believe that ain't working. Try wrapping it up to keep the warm and make it make the probe think it's hot. A constant run would really be nice. Got to look at the switch and see if maybe there's like a set screw adjustment that I can turn up on it. And turn it over to where that when you have it all the way up, it's pretty much always on. That'll make this all colder too. So if that's the case, I'll probably be able to keep it at like 4 or 5. And it'll still keep the house cold instead of having to turn it all the way up there. Or in this case, garage. It is. Anyway, enough of that. Blabber, let's look at the nameplate. That's what you guys all want. 19,900 BTUs, 9.2 amps. 2120 watts, model 19LD4E-A, draws 15 amps, 60 hertz, 230 volts, and then, wow, and 9.0 EER. And the vent does work, but these are pretty much useless features in just about any unit. I'm sorry, I just think vents and exhaust, with the exception of my 55 GE, are pretty much useless. Just how I always felt. I don't know if there's anything else you guys want to see on that. You know, Woodbridge, New Jersey tells you the city, all that happy horse shit. But there ain't no doubt about it. That is this design in general, whether it be the one vent model with the one vent all across, the one vent with the airflow directors sticking out down here, or the one vent with the air directors attached to the vent itself. This right here, even if whether it don't have this or not, and there's certain colors of the grill that vary too. You get some lighter ones. You get one that's almost black. I think that would be the first run of this grill type. Would be probably say 73 or 74 when they first came out with this here. Whatever the hell design you want to call that. I call it the standard design because that's what most of the T-crossed Emersons are. And by T-crossed, I mean the 4 side vents. See, from being exposed, the EQK tag is rather worn, but you can still read it. Oh, and another way from the outside to tell if it's a about the year. I think 82 and 83 were the last ones that had the colored. By colored, I mean the red and blue EQK tag. Then after that, they went to this. And then I think the last, which is the one I have new in the box. I have one of these brand new in the box that doesn't have the EQK tag. I'd say that was probably 1986. And then in 87, they changed the grill over completely to the last one before Fedders bought them out. And even then, the design stayed basically the same. It just was all white instead of brown, with a few slight changes, but nothing much. It's got a huge rotary compressor in it. Biggest rotary compressor I've ever seen in a unit before. But then again, most of my units I work on don't have rotary compressors, period, so maybe I'm completely wrong. Fill me in on that. I'm open for criticism. Yeah, she's a fine machine. Ain't no doubt about that. I still can't believe I can't get this freaking thermostat to click. Let's try it one more time. Alright, we'll have to try this again. I'll get a video of the compressor going. Maybe as soon as tomorrow, hopefully, if I can get the temperature high enough. Oh, as usual, thank you for watching, and comments are welcome. Let me know what you think.